Oh, we had a different intro tonight. I wanted to change it up just a little bit. Our friend Chris is currently on assignment in Legoland, Denmark, and I am going to be your host for a few weeks. I am Christopher Robin, and we are in the 100-acre wood tonight. So, and with me we have James. Look, I pointed the right way. Yay. Ooh. So, how are you, James?
I'm doing quite well and glad to see you, Tanya.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you too. I'm usually not hosting, so this is going to be a little interesting for me. Hi, Doctor Who, 60 Years and Beyond. Pi, yes, it's Pi Day 3.14. Elizabeth Rice is on board. Peter, Bill, Jason. Hi, everyone. As I said, for those that weren't around, Chris is currently on assignment at Legoland, Denmark. So we're going to go into our top story for the night is the Lord of the Rings manuscript was found. Manuscripts for the very first Lord of the Rings adaptation in the 1950s, long thought destroyed or lost, have been uncovered by the scholar Stuart Lee at Oxford. The original scripts were for 12 radio episodes that were broadcast in 1955 and 1956. According to The Guardian, the manuscripts mark the only dramatization of The Lord of the Rings during Tolkien's lifetime. The early dramatization of his work was written by producer Terence Tiller and includes a sheet of Tolkien's handwriting. Now, during that time, the books did not have the following then as they have today. And though the books sold well, it did not have the international following that it had today. Now, each book had its own series on BBC. The Fellowship of the Ring had 6 episodes, but Two Towers and The Return of the King were condensed into 6 episodes that were shared, and the running time was cut from 45 minutes to 30. But the excitement of the discovery of the manuscript highlights how it's different from the 1950s as it is today. Peter Jackson's Lord of the Ring adaptation spanned 3 massive films, and Amazon's adaptation is costing a staggering $1 billion. $1 billion. Oh, it's never mind. The Lord of the Rings adaptation titled The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power premieres 9/2/22. That is our friend Christopher's birthday on Amazon TV and takes place thousands of years before the events of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings during the chronicles of the second age of Middle Earth. I'm really, really excited to see that. Deanna's on board. John Carton's on board. Elizabeth says, I keep refreshing Amazon hoping that No Way Home drops on digital even earlier than they announced it. LOL. I know. I can't wait to watch it again. And Bill says, hard in Pim's Pie. He's got a YouTube link there. Probably has something to do with Pie Day 3.14. I didn't have any pie today. I didn't even have pizza pie. Before I hop over to James, I'm going to quickly let people know that Comic Chicks will be live on Wednesday. So got to see what Anne has picked up. And if I've actually read my comic books, I promise I'll try to get them read. But right now, we're going to hop over to James to see what he has to say.
This week on Gaming Street Irregulars, this year is the 90th anniversary of LEGO, the world's largest toy company and purveyors of millions of hours of building play, imaginative play, and minor foot injuries. To celebrate, we're doing a couple of podcasts associated with the subject, starting this week with our own Christopher Frank, who we caught before he went on his assignment to Legoland, where he, Chrissy, and myself talk about our memories of playing, collecting, and experiencing LEGO over the years. We promise it will be far easier to find than that one piece you need at the very bottom of a large bin of 5,000 bricks and tiles when it goes live this Saturday. And real quick, I also want to editorialize about something that came to my attention over the course of the last week. There was a game being promoted by Square Enix, Chocobo GP, which was a new spin on an old PlayStation game, Chocobo Racing. Ties into their Final Fantasy games, and it was advertised as a $50 AAA release. turns out that's not the case. It's a free-to-play game, and the $50 price tag is what gets you access to the other payment options. In other words, you have to pay to get most of the cool stuff in this game. It's a mess, and it's a demonstration of genuine naked greed, the likes of which I have not yet seen in the gaming industry. I encourage you to track down some articles on this one for the full breakdown of how this all works, but suffice to say, you have to pay something to the realm of $80 just to get your hands on some of the most popular Final Fantasy protagonists. It's nuts. But I'm going to turn things back over to Tanya now. Back to
Are
you.
you good?
I'm good.
Okay, you're good. Elizabeth says realistically she can wait because she went and saw it for a 5th time in theaters last week, but still, I know 5 times. Yeah, I think you need to get to 6. Peter says finished watching the show, so The Secret of Sulphur Springs on Disney. It was a very good show. Yes, I have watched it also. It's pretty cool. It's interesting. The puppy is shaking and scratching her back leg and was really thumping on the floor. So we would have a Juno sighting, but no. Hi, Sean. Quick, we do have a link tree. We can get a hold of Chris at FC3 ROC, but you can also get a hold of Tanya, Ann, Dan, Deanna, Brian at FC3 ROC.
And me.
And James, and I think Chrissy too.
Yes, Chrissy too.
But check out our link tree /Mighty Monkey for all of our social media and our Patreon and everything else that we have there. So the second story for the night, our release dates are shuffled for several different superhero films. Warner Brothers have shuffled the release dates for Black Adam, The Flash, and Aquaman 2. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and The Flash are being pushed from 2022 to 2023 due to COVID-induced production delays with visual effects. Darn you, COVID! The Jason Momoa starring sequel is being pushed from December 16th to March 17th, so almost a year from this week. And Ezra Miller's first solo outing as The Flash is being moved from November 4th, 2022 to June 23rd, 2023. Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam is being pushed back 3 months to October 21st, 2022. And DC League of Super Pets, I was like giddy when I was reading this earlier, is moving to July 29, 2022, which was Black Adam's original date. Super Pets, in which Johnson voices Superman's canine best friend, Crypto the Superdog, was originally scheduled for May 20th, 2022. So there's a lot of these shufflings back and forth. We saw the same thing with Marvel a couple of years ago. However, Warner Brothers is coming off to a hot start in 2022 with The Batman. Director Matt Reeves' take on the Cape Crusader brought in $134 million at the domestic box office in its opening weekend, which is the best debut of 2022 and the second highest launch of the pandemic era behind Spider-Man No Way Home, which I think that's what Elizabeth is waiting for. And on a side note, if people are going to be at TorCon this weekend, which is Saturday, only one day, stop by the FC3 table and say hi. We like to say hi. However, the event is sold out and there will be no tickets sold at the door. So I hope that you were able to get your tickets prior to that. So I think we're done with that. I think
it's a shame that they sold out. I mean, it's a good thing they sold out.
And I saw a link today that they can't stream their live events because of copyright issues that RIT said no. So anyone that was looking to be able to stream their live stuff, they can't do it anymore. So that's kind of sad. But what are you going to do? So, James, do you have anything else for the week?
I'm all set.
Yeah, I need to write out the out cue because I don't know it. Other than fact is, have a safe week, have a good week. We'll see you next week, something along those lines.
That's
So
pretty much all that needs to be said.
yeah, I think so.
I go bye-bye.